Good morning, everybody. Welcome to today's coffee break tip. Today, we're going to talk about managing your stress while you're sheltered in. I think something that we've know has been an obstacle for a lot of people with anxiety and panic disorders and a lot of mental health issues that we know exist. And I think we got to be aware that now, at a time of uncertainty, the feeling of isolation and disconnection is a lot of those symptoms are becoming amplified. And even maybe people that haven't dealt with that before are starting to experience it now. And as we go through some of these symptoms and then some of these tips directly, this is a good thing to check in on your friends and your team and your family to see kind of how they're dealing with this and what's their routine. A lot of times what we're seeing and checking in with some mental health, loss of sleep or the sleeping schedule is off. Anxiety is increased, obviously, with the uncertainty. Appetite's changing. I can't stay away from snacks. I know it's an odd time right now that we're stuck in the house and we're not in the same routine potentially from an eating schedule. So appetite can be changing and really just increased irritability. So a lot of people, not only those that are working and having to go to work and being exposed every day, but those that might be fearing what comes next. Job security, the safety and health of their family. There's a lot of stress and there's a lot of worry out there right now. So what can we do to try to manage that stress for us or for our team? I think once is to try to have mindful exposure of all the news that's going on right now. You can't seem to scroll through Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook, or turn on any news channel without hearing about COVID-19 and all the scary things that are going on out there, and understand what's going on once in a while. So practicing mindful exposure, maybe a daily check-in, but by the negativity that's out there right now. I think being more proactive versus reactive. I know we saw a lot of panic buying, a lot of people just pulling the trigger right away on how do we fix the problem or how do we react to the problem versus let's plan ahead and let's prepare. That helps a lot with anxiety is if something as simple as meal planning, going grocery shopping and covering yourself for the next week to 10 days and not having to worry about being reactionary and worry about reacting to the next negative news that's going to come out. So being more proactive. I think the last two things that are important, I know we've mentioned these on a few different tips, but really from a social engagement and maybe picking up something new, using this time to your advantage, whether it's reading the book you've sat down for a while. It could be maybe listening to a new podcast. I just bought a guitar. I don't even know how to hold a guitar, but I thought, you've got this time on our hands where maybe we need to just check out of work and check out of what's causing that stress and pick up something new to add to the routine. And last, and what I think is most important is whether it's just taking time for yourself or still staying connected while we're isolated. So a lot of different ways out there to connect socially still, whether you're using Zoom chat or YouTube Live or FaceTime or whatever else it is. I've seen people playing Flip Cup versus via video chat, just checking in on family and friends, and at least staying connected while we're isolated. So I think that's first and foremost probably the most important tip that we've had the last couple of weeks is really taking care of your mental well-being. And if a lot of these symptoms I talk about aren't impacting you, check in on your team, check in on your loved ones, check in on your family, and make sure that you're doing right by them and we're taking care of our people first. So happy Thursday, one more day in this week, and we'll see you tomorrow, 9:30 Central Time.